What's up?
What's up guys, welcome to the video. So in this video we're going to answer the question, is Shao Kahn with all the new buffs, is he now a viable character or is he still pretty much complete trash? So I want to highlight some of the main buffs he got. So his back 3 got way better, it's way faster, than used to be 16 frames, so it can be used in combos, which basically all it really does, it just makes his damage better, he has better combo route, so it's a pretty decent change overall. I do want to mention his armor break, because his armor break seems pretty good, right? You know, it breaks your armor, it pops you up. Pretty decent, it's better than some other armor breaks in this game, so that's a pretty good buff. And the best one without a doubt is that his 434 is now special cancelable, so he can actually get combos off his 10 frame mid. And that's actually very nice that he has, for sure, one of his better buffs. And no matter what else I say in this video, that is a positive thing. So just from that alone, he is a little bit better. And also, they did the same thing they did to Raiden, like after the string, his little grab, it will grab you, and you have to crouch in order to avoid it. You can't duck block or anything like that. And of course, he had some other little buffs here and there which made a difference, but those are the most significant ones. Now with those alone, just from like an outside perspective, if you don't really actually go ahead and break down all the little things, it looks like he got much better, that he's definitely a viable character now. Like hell, maybe he's more in the mid-tier range. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's not the case whatsoever, because with each of these buffs, except for like, you know, the damage one, the back 3, this is undisputed a positive thing. And of course, it's undisputed that the fact that you can cancel off his mid, that's a big change, because he actually can have hit confirmable combos that doesn't start off a high. But everything else that he has is actually really is just a gimmick. His armor break is not even good, you just have to know when to break, which I'm going to show you how to deal with that. And this move right here into the command grab, it's actually completely fake. You can OS that every single time and always get a max damage punish, which completely destroys the whole point of that string, and I'll show you exactly how to do that, of course. But basically all these buffs, except for like a couple of them, don't really help. And I am going to mention that in Shao Kahn's first variation, he had a move that can restand you in the corner. It's like he slams his hammer on the ground or whatever. It used to be -8, now they made it plus on a restand. I forgot how plus it is, but at least they fixed it to where you're not punishable on a restand, so that's good for his first variation. So let's talk about his combo damage and his armor break. So I just want to show you the difference between his combos, that the back 3 does make his combo damage better. From the combo I did, it was a slight difference. Now I'm sure some people have found much better combos than that, but better damage is a good thing. So now about his armor break. So here's what I'm gonna do. You remember that damage I just did? It was 302. So now I'm gonna have the Cassie player do a fast armor break and show you how much damage that does. The point I want to illustrate is, you don't want to break away right away after getting hit by this tackle. What you want to do is, you want to wait until you see the tackle launcher come out. Once you see the launcher come out, that's when you want to break away. You will take slightly more damage doing that than if, let's say, you broke away right away and the Shao Kahn player went for the, you know, the up hit or whatever. But it avoids the risk of Shao Kahn doing the armor breaker and him getting even more damage. So this is going to be his armor break combo. And right there, you took an extra 25 damage in that combo, and you have no defensive meter, which means you have to hold the next mix-up of the strike or the throw. And there's no need for you to be in that situation. Like, check this out. If you did nothing and Shao Kahn went for this, okay, he gets 171 damage. That's nothing. Because there's no way for the Shao Kahn player to know whether or not you're going to break or not. He has to make a read they're gonna break. So now I'm gonna have Shao Kahn do the same combo, except to not go for the armor break and just do his regular combo, and I'm gonna break away, you know, later after the tackle part hits, and you're gonna see it's barely any more damage than what I took from him doing the armor break combo with me not breaking away. So as you can see, by breaking away late, I only took 180 damage, and when Shao Kahn went for the armor break, he only got 170. So you're better off not breaking until after he goes for the upward hit, because he's not even going to get all that much damage. The only way he'll get some damage is after the EX tackle, he goes for a down 2, then he'll get like, 230, 240, something like that. But it's better taking that damage than taking 325 because you wanted to break early to avoid like 20 more damage. It's just not worth it. So his armor breaker is decent compared to some other characters, but overall it's not that good, and it could be circumvented if you just know when to break away and not just break away immediately. There's no point in taking that risk. Break away slightly late once the threat of the armor break is completely gone, then break away and you'll still barely get any damage. And I just want to highlight a couple more issues that Shao Kahn has. His stand 4-4, which is a great plus frame, like you just saw, has a flawless block gap. Now it's already a risk because the first hit's a high, now the second hit's a mid, which is good and all, but the first hit's a freaking high, so it's already a risk to throw out. So his only good plus frames has a gap in it. Now with that gap, what he can do to like circumvent it, he can take a big risk, go for stand 4 into tackle, and then if you try to flawless block the second hit, then you'll get hit because you tried to flawless block it. And it's the same thing with his 4-3-4, has a flawless block gap in it, but again, he can take the risk, go for a tackle right after the forward 3 and circumvent it. So from those flawless block situations, he actually has some 50-50s. That's where his kind of mix comes in. Those are like legitimate mix-ups he has. But honestly, like this gap, I don't think he should have this gap, to be honest. I don't know why he does. That one doesn't make any sense. Now this one right here, having a gap in this string, I can understand it because now it's a combo starter. Now you can actually get a full combo from it. And since you can do that now, it makes sense that it has a gap. Now before, when the game came out where you can literally only do this, then there's no point in that having a gap in it. But since now you can combo from it makes a little bit more sense that you're able to. But this one part of Shao Kahn's mix is completely fake. This right here, that's not a mix-up between that and this. That's not a mix-up whatsoever. It's very similar to Raiden's little grab mix-up. If you haven't watched my previous video, you're also able to OS Raiden's like a mix-up between him doing the grab or the storm cell. Now the thing with Raiden though, at least with him, it's a lot more difficult to actually do that OS. But for Shao Kahn, it's even easier. You don't have to worry about a storm cell that hits twice where you have to block, unblock, and block. You don't gotta worry about that. This is so easy. Look, the grab comes out in 20 frames. The tackle comes out in 16 frames. This other special move comes out in 13 frames. So all you have to do to beat it is just block long enough for you to have blocked the tackle. And after you block long enough to where you would block the tackle, all you gotta do is just unblock for a second. You will duck under this grab and get a punish. And if Shao Kahn were to go for a stagger or any of his other slow special moves, you have plenty of time to react with either blocking, poking, your mid, or whatever. Because what are his other options? He can do like this special move or whatever. That has a startup of 26 frames. So you have plenty of time to block the tackle timing, unblock for the grab. You can see that crap coming and very easily block it. And as other option, he can go for this thing. Now that thing starts up in 36 frames. You can do like a poke OS and you can actually hit that out of the air and get a combo on him. So there's nothing Shao Kahn can really do to stop you, but let me show you how the OS works. So as you can see, that mix-up is not really a mix-up, it's just basically no matter what Shao Kahn does, it's a free punish. And if you see Shao Kahn is just staggering this, like check this out. This is actually hella punishable. That's minus 12. That's not safe whatsoever. So if you get them to the point where they're scared to do anything and just try to stagger it like that, it's a full combo punish. And to be honest, I wouldn't even bother flawless blocking this. There's really no point because Shao Kahn could actually beat your flawless block by making a big risk and going for a tackle. But instead, what you should do is just block the mid and just OS the grab or the tackle option or any special move he does, and you can always get a punish. So now for the question, is Shao Kahn a viable character? Well, tournament viable? My answer is no, he's not. I'm not gonna say it's impossible for him to win a tournament, but if it's a tournament with all the pros there, I guarantee you it's not going to happen. The only thing you're going to see him win are maybe some local events or some online tournaments. You're not going to see a Shao Kahn at Final Combat beating Ninja Killer. It's not going to happen. There's just no freaking way. The only way a Shao Kahn can beat a top tier character It's just that the Shao Kahn player is just straight up better than the opponent. The Shao Kahn player has to be better. And honestly, I think Shao Kahn is worse than Raiden, to be honest. At least with Raiden, to defeat this mix-up right here, because Raiden has a similar one, you have to be really on top of your execution, and it's actually very hard to do, and if you make a mistake, the Storm Cell can hit you. But it's honestly really easy to OS Shao Kahn's grab thing, and even if Shao Kahn goes for these other special moves, you can react and block. So if you want to be extra safe, you can hold the block button until you would block the tackle, you unblock for a second, and then you can block again. And you'll be able to block in time before Shao Kahn does this special move or this special move. And when you see this special move, you just uppercut right away, get your damage, you'll win that trade. If you see this special move, he's -7, so it's not always punishable, but it's your turn. If he tries to enhance it for some reason, then it becomes hella punishable. Or honestly, if you want to just deal with this particular special move, you can do like a poke OS where you can poke it out of the air. But if you go for a poke OS, you will get hit by this special move, so I wouldn't really recommend always doing it. But for the most part, you can option select all of his options. He goes for a grab, it's 100% punish for you. He goes for a tackle, it's 100% punish for you. He goes for this, maybe he gets away with it, but guess what? He's still minus, it's your turn, and you're good. You don't gotta worry about nothing. So that's why I say, don't even bother flawless block that. There's no reason. What are you scared of? By trying to flawless block it, you're actually taking a big risk you don't even need to take, to be honest. So yeah, Shao Kahn's trash. He's better than he was before. There's no doubt about it, but he's still trash. So anyway guys, that's about it for the video today. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you guys next time.